Hello, I'm Dr. George Mochocki, and welcome to our journey in understanding retail merchandising. From a retailer perspective, either you're a buyer or seller, or you open up your own little boutique, or just want to understand how retailers think, or how does the process unfold, for lack of better words. All right, you're taking me on an online class or a face-to-face class. Okay, so we're going to be talking about retail and market strategy. Now you have your idea, you know your business, you know where you want to go, you're going to open up another section. You have to have a plan. You have to know how you're going to get there. Remember, it's a plan. Doesn't mean it's in stone. It will adjust depending on what's happening. So this is your best benchmarks. How do I go forward? Little at a time. I go here and all of a sudden I thought it was going to be this going to happen, but something else happened. I have to adjust. So you're always doing internal scanning and external scanning to see what's going on. Right now you got COVID-19. You have the new administration, give or take, kind of starting off a little shaky. We don't know what's going on, which way they're going. A lot of changes, back and forth. But so now I'm just kind of in like a limbo mode. I'm just watching. But then I have to make my plan. I have a plan, okay? So let's look about retail merchant. We're going to talk about market strategy, retail formatting, a format, some growth strategies that we'll talk about. I always think about the global, e-commerce, mobile. You could sell out outside of the U.S., outside of the U.S. continent. And the rationale is because MasterCharge and all those other ones that we got to do the exchange rate for you. Even the post office will ship stuff for you. All right, so there's a way. Sustainable competitive advantage. What is your advantage? What is your niche that people are going to come back to you? No matter what happens, your competitors can't get you because that's your strength. And I think they talked about Starbucks, they talked about McDonald's, and Walmart and everything else. One's by growth, one's by quality, by values, whether you agree or not. People do because that's their strength, all right? And then we got the key terms. Oops, I'm live. Yeah, key terms. Oh, that's a new one. Okay. Oh, geez. There we go. Excuse me. I don't want to do it. And those of you who look at my YouTubes and my recordings, I don't edit unless I really mess up. All right, so let's go into the retail market strategy. I'm just going to hit the main points, the book, the discussion, my other lectures, everything else will give you a good, solid foundation. Just an understanding. You don't overwhelm yourself. You want to see how we're doing, I think, like 20 chapters, 18 chapters. You're going to, lesson plans, you're going to have to just pick up what do I need right now. And as I go, oh, I got this master, let's do the next step. That's how you have to start looking. Don't think you're going to get it all. Trial and error. All right? All right, retail merchant market strategy. What do we have here? So you're going to have the statement identify your target market. That's the mission statement. Let me put that in there. Let me just do it here right now so people don't. I have it. Okay. What's your format? What's your plan? Okay. And then they got the retail strategy, what they're doing. Oops, sorry. The book already had that. Retail market segment. When I'm looking at a group of consumers, similar need. I'm not stereotyping. I'm generalizing, okay? A group of retailers satisfy those needs. Those are my competitors. And they may be a standalone. Remember, yesterday we looked at the National Industrial Code that you found out for different things that you posted, and that gives you an idea. Their main business, Walmart, main business, maybe just food or whatever, but they also sell tires. They sell other stuff that you wouldn't expect in most department stores. Okay, specialty fashion. Okay. And then here's the apparel. Just give you some real quick. The author did it. Look at the slide. Look, this book did an excellent job. It has a lot of pictures, a lot of information, more than you need. You look at the back, they got websites, they got the links and everything else. You look at it. You got the ebook version. Everything's done for you. You don't have to type them down. Bleep, bleep, bleep. That's what the QR code does now. Makes it easier. Okay, segment chart, relationship, customer. How do I keep customer loyalty? Unique merchandise. You got to have something different. If you have something unique, customers are coming, one of a kind. but only some people could afford one account. Other people, they don't care one account and look at the lowest cost. Those may not be for you. So how do I get that niche? Where are they located at? Okay, customer service relationship programs, right? And when let me hit this, customer relation management. When you look at that, they basically are profiling your customers. One thing you have to understand about CRM, they also look at the dollar sign. How much to satisfy? You only bought something all year long, $50, and you want $500 worth of satisfaction? Get the heck out of here! Here's a coupon. Come back later. You spent $10,000. You want $500. That'll cost me for replacing you more than justified. I may make some kind of an arrangement. Remember, you got a lot of inflated costs that I could on my side, but the customer doesn't know. Welcome to merchandise. That's the break-even cost. What I paid for it, what I charge for you, is completely different. I think I had one of my customers said, "Hey, I buy something at the bookstore here. It's a digital thing. Why online it's like $93? Here it's $100. What the heck? Why do I got to pay $7 more? It's a digital." Because they're doing a transaction. You don't have to go on their site. You go there. Some people, they may have financial aid. You remember, it doesn't matter. Somebody's got to do it. They're not doing it because they love the publisher. They're making a profit. The logistics chain. Everyone that touches it has to get some of this. Welcome to business, for goodness sake. You're not in business selling clothes or buying clothes or making something up in a store just to give stuff away. Even Goodwill and Salvation Army, they charge something for the people. Give them stuff and they get, you go right off on your taxes. That makes you feel good. And then they basically clean it up and put a profit margin on there and they sell it to you. You're still making it good, okay? All right, so building a relationship, Facebook, Fanbook, Instagram, YouGetTube. There's a lot of different places that have stuff. Got to look where your customers are going, okay? Relationship with suppliers, I got to keep them happy. Okay, location. I got this yellow. Location, location, location. I'm a small business. I got to be someplace where there's traffic. I got a business and I'm in a mall, which is really dying. A lot of the malls ain't there. They're leisure centers. If you look at Barrington and some of the other places, you could drive and walk around outside. Wintertime, traffic a little slower, so how do I bring them in? But you make your money during the summer, and that offsets it, and the other thing is additional. When you get into me for finance, you take me for accounting and everything else. Okay, so when I look at location, I'm a small business. I try to see, right now with the COVID, there's a lot of businesses that are closing, and you could open up. They've got the merchandise to display, if I could find something, but you have to wonder, why did they close? Did they close because they had the wrong customers? Did they close due to COVID? They weren't prepared? And e-commerce, why? You have to find that out. If you know why they failed, that's the SWOT we're going to be doing later, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Then I say, okay, this is what I could overcome this failure by knowing what to do. You're creative. You got to think out of the box. You don't have to be artistic. You just have to be able to think out of the box, okay? So if I look at location, most important thing, Starbucks, what's their competitive advantage? They're everywhere. They're like around. They're almost like a Walgreens. Why did I go anywhere else? I want a Starbucks. I got used to Starbucks. If there wasn't a Starbucks and there was George's Fresh Coffee, not Dunkin' Donuts and another chain, they got their own brand loyalty, but George's Coffee. Starbucks. George's Coffee is close enough. Man, I have all this, but I don't have to drive. And that's basically when you're looking at what's my cost of doing business or something like that. This utility cost, okay? All right, multiple sources of advantages. McDonald's are all over. Walmart by size, you got things. Retail formatting, nature of a business operation in that retailing mix. Where do you fit in with your numbers and with your competitors? And how do customers see where you fit in? Okay? Okay, some growth strategies. Growth opportunities, when you really look at it. Market penetration. How do I open a market? Right now, you don't care about market. You just want enough customers, like a small business. All I need maybe 30 customers a day. Maybe 10 customers a day. Maybe 5 customers a day. Maybe 30 a month. Depending what my own business. I'm online. I'm working out of the garage. Or I got a storefront. And I'm on the store. I got a storefront. I live above it. Or I live behind it. What's the difference? I'm there. Can I do something? All right. So how do I bring people in? Costs selling my salespeople, associate. they selling one product, but they also know how to sell another product. If that person's not there, they could fill in. Or if they're buying this, they know what the complementary to. Oh, they got nice ties over here. Or how do I set up my store location? For gentlemen, I gotta have the shirt, the tie, everything there, because we don't like to shop. We gotta see the dummy, the mannequin. I don't want to hurt the dummy's feelings. The mannequin. I'm having fun. Everyone's so darn sensitive. The mannequin. Okay. I don't want to hurt the mannequin's feeling. His or her feeling. I don't care. Whatever it is. Gender neutral feeling. I don't want to hurt that feeling. So I basically, as a gentleman, for lack of better words, will come in there and I don't have any taste, and I see that I want just like that, so I have everything there. Now, ladies are a different type of individual who's more of a creative type of individual. That'd be ladies, men, anybody else very creative that like to do their own clothes. They may not want everything there. They have their own thing. I see this, I like this color go, and I like to walk around. I like to shop around. The shopping around. If you have everything there, people never leave that area. You move them around. You see the advantages, the disadvantages when you're looking at the not only location, but when we get into the store layout. What do I want people to do? Do I want them to just go there and get out, or do I want to move around? Move around to buy more stuff. Okay, market expansion, retail format, diversification, new products and everything else, unrelated specification, vertical integration. All I want you to do, you have to diversify your product line, your product mix. Maybe you have to diversify your customer mix, your supplier, whatever. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes you don't have to. Think it through. Just because you went to a seminar and you say, this is what you do, that's what I got to do. It may not work for your customer. You have to know them. Ask them. Have a thing. Feedback. Give me your feedback. What do you think we should do to improve our service? Okay, global. Don't forget about global. Global expanded international market. I'm going to get into that. I teach a whole class on international marketing. A lot of colleges have that, or you could do some YouTubing on that also. India, 1.5 billion. China, 1.5 billion. They all have some limitations. In India, they don't have big stores. Everything's smaller, so you have to market, which is good for small business on one-on-one. China, basically, their logistics kind of not the best because a lot of people make the same things because it's all government run. Just want to keep their what do you call it, clientele, their population employed, unemployment rate and everything else. Keep them working, happy. They're not mad with the government. Okay, all right. So we have that growth, cross-selling. Sorry, I hit the thing. And an entry strategy. Entry strategy, when I look at here, so I don't know what the heck's going on. Here we go. Direct investments. I'm actually buying something at the place, joint venture. I partner with somebody else, strategic alliance with another, maybe a competitor, but we just want to saturate the market so they understand if no one's been buying, let's say, for lack of better words, hemp clothing or something else, or like milk industries, they basically have an alliance from different companies. You know what I'm talking about? Just to stimulate milk is still good for you. Don't worry about this almond milk and all this other stuff. This is the best stuff. Natural. Don't worry about it. All right? Cows are good. Remember, there's some saying they're bad. I have to have a response to that. I'm trying to get customers in. Okay, and then franchising. Take me for an introduction to business. We'll talk about franchising. Franchisee, franchisor. We talked about that a couple lessons back, real quickly. Okay, sustainable advantage. Remember, I'm trying to keep this under 20 minutes. We've got the whole week with me in the online session and discussion board. You have an advantage over a competitor. Customers will switch only if the competitor is given something that they feel is important. So when they're switching, just say one important thing, you still have to be able to have all these other things. Look at this as a relationship. I got a car and everything else, but I got a nicer car, a nicer house, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? But I also have a boat. So if somebody says, I like my other person I have a relationship with, I'm just saying, if it's like a business, come on, we have more than that. But let's say I got a relationship. George has all this stuff, but I'm looking for someone that has all this stuff and a boat. So if I'm looking for somebody else, they have to have all this stuff plus a boat. Then I'll try it. Then I go, no, this kind of nice. The boat's nice. But he has this stuff, but it's not the kind of house I like. I don't like this. I don't like the neighborhood. I don't like this. Do you see me? So all that changes. So you have to do your research, what I'm trying to tell you about. Okay, 3 sustainable advantages. A strong relationship with customers. You got to know the customers. Hi, how you doing, George? One by one. Hairdresser, stylist. You go in there. They pull up George. Last time you had a number 4, number 2, number 3. Put a little of this, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about? You do your nails. You do this. You shave. You have all that. How you doing? Oh, your kids, you got a little kid, you got married, you're moving, you're going on vacation. Whatever ties you in, because now you have something to talk to for that 20 minutes. While you feel a connection with that person, you're going to come back. That's the advantage small businesses have for people aren't willing to pay, are willing to pay more if they feel that people care. They know who I am. I'm just another number. All right, exhibit competitive. I'm not going to go through that. You have that. Okay, target market is a market. We talked about who your target. Don't say everybody. I want everybody too. That's a monopoly. Right now, I'm in Lake Zurich. Right now, I'm in Palatine. I am in Grays Lake. I am in Wheeling. I'm in Indiana. Whatever I am at. All right, Wisconsin. It don't make a difference. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. What is my target market there? That's all I have to worry about. Where am I open up? I'm in Chicago. People from the south side ain't going to come to the north side. I grew up in Chicago. I'm in zip code 60621, whatever. That's my geographic. Most people come there, drive there, especially now COVID-19, or walk there, whatever. They're going to come there. That's my clientele. That's my region. Later on, we'll talk about certain regions that people really to come to shopping centers, certain regions people are willing to come to a small business. And when I'm in that economical region, retailer, when you open up your location, you are basically have to look at, here I am, who are my other either competition or people that are bringing people in, and that while they're here they may purchase my product. It makes a difference where you open up. No competition or the rent. It depends where you're coming up from. But you don't have any money, you have this, but once you get that customer, they're willing to come to you. Look, hairstylists, if they do a good job, if they move and they basically bounce, when people hire them, they bounce because they figure I got so many clients to come with me. Some will move depending how far. If it's another suburb, maybe. If it's too far, I'll find another hairdresser, or another dentist. Do you see me? So you have to look at not only that you're moving, but if you're moving, I may lose so many, but I have a potential of 30,000 more. Out of that 30,000, I may get 500. If I only have 500, I'm not going to get 500. I may get one. You have to look at those numbers. You may not like it, but think rationally. Okay, there's more numbers, more potential, and are they the right type of customer? And we talk about the demographics and everything else we did last lesson, okay? All right, so strategic marketing process. Okay, here it is. The market, determine the format, define the mission statement. You got to know the mission statement. If you're in my class, you got a real thing. I think it's, I forgot what the heck it is, business something, and he's got to write that good mission statement. I think a fast track. What's a good mission statement? 2 minutes long. All right, that's a lot of people put too much damn fluff in it. Make it simple that everyone knows. My mission statement: I make the best damn hot dog. I make the best damn ham clothes. I make the best one of a kind ties. Whatever it is, the best cosmetic. No one makes it like me. I use fish. I make tacos with fish and polo sausage. Who knows? I'm infusing 2 different generations. I'm a business competitor. But my competitors are making it. They may also make it if they see there's money in it. Okay, conduct a SWOT analysis. And later, strength, weakness, opportunity. Strengths and weakness internal to my business, to my employees, to myself. Opportunities and threats are outside. The government, regulation, taxes, COVID-19 was a threat. How do I overcome it? Some of them didn't know they were ready, but if it was a lockdown, some are. If you look at people are looking at the chicken place, you also sell hamburgers, something else, in case you have the swine flu or you have the chicken flu, whatever it is, right? Something that people are going to say, oh, I'm going to stay away from this for a while. What am I going to do to bring people in? Especially if that's my main market selling. Okay, identify strategic opportunities, and they'll go through there. Evaluate the opportunities. Does it make sense for me? It's an opportunity, but there's too much competition. The customers ain't there. I can't afford it. I can't supply the demand. Because if you're going to get all these customers, I'm happy, but I don't supply them. They're upset. Now, social media, as we found out, is basically YouTube, Facebook, everything else. They have so many friends, you go viral, George messed up, there goes your business. But it depends if it's local. People don't may not look at it. Okay, establish objectives and allocate resources. How much I'm going to spend? How much for advertising? I got to spend for advertising. Let them know. How much for the faith? How much should I do this? How much I pay my employee? What do I have to pay? How much hypothetically should I get paid? Okay, retail mix to implement the strategy. What's your product line, product mix? Where you're at? What makes sense when they come in there? I'm selling one-of-a-kind clothing. You come in there. I'm also a seamless or a tailor, whatever. You know, so I could take care. I know what the right fashion word is. Someone will correct me, trust me. When I look at some of my YouTube, some of the comments. All right? That's fine. But I am who I am. You are who you are. What you want to do is know your customers. Your customers are going to put that facade, but what's inside of them? That's what you want to know. That's like what really makes them buy. They buy not because they're lonely. They talk. Amazon. You know, Alexa. You know, they found out older people talk to Alexa and no one talks to them. No one call them. So while they talk, what do you think, Alexa? It's hot. Maybe you should buy a sweater. I don't know if that's right. You're taking advantage of it. It's there. Okay? All right? And then evaluate the performance to make adjustment. So now I got my marketing, I got my ads, no one's coming in. I asked, where do you hear from? Oh, I stumbled in here, I saw you. Okay, so all that money I'm spending on ads, not coming in, is just because they get walked through traffic because they're in the area. So instead of the ads, I put billboards, or I do flyers, I do something else, put a fancier sign out here, or I walk around and talk to the stores around. Hey, I'll put your ad in, you put my ad in. Look, you are selling this, I'm selling this. We complement each other. Maybe could you help me out? They'll help you because if customers come to there, they don't care. They're going to spend some money here, some money there. Are we okay? All right, what's the next one we have in here? And then the key terms. Okay, let me just close this off. Once I close it off, I just want to do like when you're taking your speech classes. You got to close it off. Okay, so today we covered retail market strategy, retail formatting, growth strategies. Think of those growth strategies. How did I get my business to grow? Remember, you're going to start off small. Think of it when you moved into your apartment, the first time you moved in. All you needed was a bed, a TV, and a kitchen table. Bathroom, all that, you know, refrigerator, apartment, that all comes in there. Afterwards, then you get a couch, maybe a rag, you get something end table, doesn't matter, and then you start replacing. Same thing with your business. You start off small. Don't make it nasty. Make it appealing. Put something up there so it doesn't look like you're struggling. Bring people in. You're going to find out later on the image of your business, your pricing. When customers walk into a store, new clientele, they're going to look around. And they get a general. Is this a low-end store, a medium-end store, high-end store? Is it receptive to me? Do I get the right vibes? Is the music nice? I walked into a bank the other day. I had to get some certified check for my LLC because it bounced. Used the wrong check. I closed out the checking account. I wasn't paying attention. Hey, things happen, business. But I walked into the bank. And I got talking. I said, man, no music. And the lady put on a mask. I said, okay, fine. You got a big shield. I said, why do you need the mask for? You got the shield. Oh, well, you got to put that. Okay, fine. The policy. I don't argue. Cameras all around. No music. I said, what do you do all day long here? This thing is so boring in here. Not even a little music. You know. But I would like the music just to make me spend money. We're happy. Subliminal messages. A lot of music in business. When I do some consulting training, you like to learn. It's there. All right? So we have everything else. What I'm going to say, remember, you create the atmosphere. You want younger people, trendier people coming in. They have to, not loud blasting, but something in there, the color combination, everything. You got to be trendy. You bring some brand name. All this we're going to talk later. All right? So this is it, your market strategy. Make sure you know your mission, the bottom line. What the heck are we doing here? If I'm selling shirts, I'm selling the best shirt. If I'm selling hot dogs, I'm selling the best hot dog. What am I doing? Keep it simple, because that mission statement, when you come, we sell the best hot. Your employees have to have that in here. Your customers do the best hot dog. Walmart, you may not get the best service, but you get the lowest price. I'll just give them a chip. Target, may not you get good service. Target, but you pay a little bit higher. You got added value. Okay, little different selection. All right, again, my name is Dr. George Mochocki, and let's see how many minutes I got. 23, I went over. I apologize. I'll just fill it in. I got to watch myself on that. Have a nice day. See you in the next lesson. Bye.